Jerry Rosa here in the Rosa String Works workshop over on Studio M, the metal side. Vivor has sent me another care package. I think my wife is excited about this one, so let's see what it is. It says it's a retractable hose reel. Sue does all the gardening, and of course she takes care of all of her animals and all that stuff, and so she's always messing with hoses. And when Vivor asked me what I would like to have, I let Sue look through the list, and she picked out this hose reel. So let's see if it's any good. I can tell you right now, it's heavy. Well, that's pretty nice. It comes with a nozzle also. That's pretty cool. And I'm sure I'll figure out what that goes to later. But that's everything in the box. By the way, this is that real thick cardboard, so it's packed really well. I will say Vivor does pack their stuff pretty well. Let's see what we got here. Well, look at there. That's magic. That already retracted. So it must do what it says it does. Looks like it's a 1/2 inch hose, which is a little bit on the small side, but considering it's 100 feet long, in a lot of ways that's kind of good because it's not so heavy. Well, I think I figured out what this goes to. I think this goes through here, and that's, you can mount this and then swivel this hose reel is what it looks like. It comes with mounting hardware and this. So I think that's everything that was in the box. Looks pretty cool. Let's see here. If we pull it out, see if it'll... There you go. It locked back in. You pull it and jerk it back and forth a time or two and it locks in. And then, wow, it's got another kind of nozzle here also. Let's see here. Let's undo this. Yeah, so it's got a regular nozzle, and then it's got this multi-spray nozzle. Well, so far it looks like it's really good quality. I like it. I know Sue's excited to get this. She's really excited about this. It says, caution, when retracting, never let go of the hose and do not allow to automatically rewind. Guide the hose back in. So in other words, you're supposed to just kind of hold on to it and let it go back in on its own like that. This here is, of course, to hook up to the faucet. I think we're up in good shape, so the next thing to show you is installing this wherever she wants it. Sue has decided she wants it on the side of her greenhouse to water her garden out there. I mean, that's a good place to put it, don't get me wrong, but I think putting it right here is a bad move because when you pull it around, the hose is going to hit this, and I just don't like it, but that's what she wants, so I'm tempted to put it here instead of here. I think that'll pull a little better. I don't know if this hose would be long enough if I put it over here. I think it would be. I think it would be better if I stuck it over here. I think it'll be more out of the way than right here. I think it's going to be really tight right there. I don't know. I could be wrong. It won't be that hard to move. I'm mounting this block to the stud that's in here. I can see the stud. I'm going to make it level. So now I'll check for level, make sure that it's level. And looks pretty good. About perfect. That's good and solid. Now we'll mount the hardware here. I'm going to need to get a proper size drill bit for this. So let me get the drill bit and the wrenches, and then we'll get right back to putting this in. By the way, this block is just a block of cedar that I sawed off the farm here, and I just thought that would be better because I could screw that into the stud and then I can mount this to that. So that's what I'm doing. Right or wrong, that's how I'm doing it. I decided to use washers also. Washers don't come with the kit, but I thought, you know, I think it's kind of good to put a washer there myself. That's just me. And I think I'm going to have to go get an extension now that I see this. I think I will. I'll go get an extension. It'll just be easier to drive these. Okay, I've got my extension, and I'm going to go ahead and put this one in. Not real tight, but just good and snug. Whoops. I don't know if I need that wobble thing. The wobble thing I thought would be good, but maybe it's in the way, so I'll take it back off and just use the regular. I had the wobble on there because I thought maybe it would be better, but actually I think it's worse. Okay. Okay, that's not quite snug, but just almost snug. Yeah, that's a little too snug probably, but I can still move it. So all I wanted to do was just to get it level again. So now I'll drill the other 3 holes. The kit really comes with everything, hardware you would need, but on this particular installation, I decided to alter it a little bit. I'm only going to start them all like that. There you go. That's good and solid. That's not going anywhere. And then, obviously, we can mount the hook. Oops, there's bees on me. Well, the red wasps were attacking me there. I made it all the way to the shop without getting stung. Then when I got this killer here, I came back out, and the wasp started attacking me again right out of the shop. He was waiting for me. So I killed him with this stuff, and I sprayed the nest here with this stuff. I think I'm good to go. At least I hope I am. So let's see if we can get the rest of this installed here. Those red wasps are bad deals, man. All right, so all we have to do is slide this up here, put the pin in, like that, and just get it lined up to get it in that one too. Shouldn't be that hard, but I'm not hitting it very well. Well, ain't that special. There it is. It went right in once it got lined up. I just couldn't get it lined up. Very easy, actually. And the kit came with a cotter pin to put in there. And I'm sure that goes right here. All right, we got the cotter pin in, and that works. So let's connect up the hose to the actual faucet. You can see the hose that goes up to the faucet there. So we'll turn it on and see how well it does. The hose reel came with 2 extra nozzles. I thought maybe that was for storage, but unfortunately it doesn't look like it. That would have been cool if there was a place to store it. Let's see if we can try out their nozzles and see how good they do. So let's pull some hose out here. You go, got to turn the outer end here. Well, that one shoots a long way, so that's good. I like that it shoots a real long way. It's got high pressure. Let's see, can we make it a big nozzle? Yeah, we can make it a big nozzle. So this one here is your typical garden nozzle. So that works really well. So I like the typical nozzle. It's very light and it seems to work really well, especially when you change it. You know, you can turn it all the way off. You can make a nice spray pattern. So it's really nice. All right, so let's turn this off. I'll open this up, let the pressure off, and we'll change nozzles and see what their other nozzle does, because I think their other nozzle looks pretty cool. This one's your standard. I like it. It's a nice nozzle. Nothing wrong with it. And now we'll try the big nozzle here and see how well it does and all the different settings. Pretty cool. Now this has, I haven't looked at anything. This is probably a shut off. Yeah, this controls your flow apparently, according to this. And then we got all kinds of different patterns here that we can spray. So I'm going to put it on full flow right now. And we'll turn the water on and see how it does. Okay, this one's a flat spray pattern. We have a flat spray pattern here first that fans out. And that's what it says. It says flat. Here's a soaker. So you can just lay this in there and soak. And then you can turn it down to a lower level, see? If you just wanted it to soak something. Pretty cool. We have a cone. That's similar to that pattern that we had on the other nozzle. Then we have a rinse. This is kind of a high pressure spray. Then we have a shower. Oh wow, that's just like taking a shower. That's pretty cool. I like that. Sue's going to use that a lot, I know, to water her plants with. Then we have a vertical flat. Now it's flat, but it's vertical instead of horizontal. Here's an angle. That angles down. We have a center. Oh, I like that one too. That's a very fine mist. That's really nice. And then we have a mister. This is a mister. Oh, that feels good. The mist is blowing back on me and it feels nice and cool out here when it's really hot. There's the flat again, and there's the soaker. There's the cone. There's your rinse, or your, that's the one that squirts out the furthest. And then again, you can shut it all the way off with that too. So that's really nice. Let's see, we can retract the water hose right back in there. No problem at all. I really like that. That's really handy. I think Sue's going to like this a lot too. So let's stretch it out now and see how far it'll go. Well, the hose reaches out past all the way out here to the driveway. Obviously, it's more than enough to reach the whole garden. I'm going to turn this on shower and water some of the plants here. Pretty handy. I think this shower is probably the best for watering plants. It's really nice. Really does a nice job. I like that very much. So I want to say thank you to Vivor for sending us this hose reel. She's going to get a lot of use out of that right here in this garden. And we may order another one. We're already talking about it, to put one down at the barn for watering the horses and things. So I think it's going to be great. Thank you, Vivor. It's really a nice product. It's well made and very easy to install. We'll see you in the next video. Thought I'd give you a little bonus footage there, watering it with the automatic sprinkler there, going back and forth. You can see it's just a 1/2-inch hose, but it powers that just fine. The wind's blowing out here, so it's blowing it back this direction quite a bit. Really should wait till evening to water a garden with something like that when the winds die down. Plus the sun's not on the plants that way. I'm going to turn that back off, just showing you that for a demonstration, that it does power it really well. In fact, the water's reaching right over here to where my hand is.